And I ain't never did this before, no. And I ain't never did this before, no. What y'all know about that? Wet Dreams by J. Cole. It's very relevant to the topic today. Dreams, right? We all have them. And some dreams are more moist than others. Some dreams are more intimate than others. Some dreams make us think about things that we often don't reflect on and we repress. And I really want to pour into y'all the way the dream poured into me. So, we're going to get into some shit. Some shit about some stuff I don't really be liking to talk about. But here we go. Linkinwitrobby. So dude hit me in my DM, right? And I'm just like, all you niggas freak out, and that's just all it is. First off, girl, fuck him. And you are now listening to Linkin with Robbie. Welcome back. It's your boy Robbie K. You already know what it is. Here on the Linkin with Robbie podcast. And I'm here to talk about a lot of different shit today, okay? A lot of different shit. Hone in on a few topics that are on my docket, but also on my heart. So I'm really finna get into some deeper shit and just really express how I feel and get a little vulnerable today. Speaking of vulnerability, how's everybody doing? Is everybody's state of mind and mentality in a good place? I know during this time it's a lot of holidays, so a lot of people are dealing with a lot of depression, a lot of anxiety, a lot of triggers of PTSD from things in the past and trauma from your childhood, all of that good shit. I'm pretty sure a lot of these times or during these times of year, a lot of that comes out. It comes to the forefront. And I can admit myself, the fall and winter time, for some reason, is always a time where my depression is trying to creep out the most. Like, is it creep out or creak out? Whatever it is, my depression is trying to reveal itself. And at times, I'm good at keeping it. I'm good at keeping it under the cover. I'm good at keeping it below the surface. Nobody knows much about what's going on with me a lot of the days. I'm able to push forward. You will never know when I'm down, right? But there's days and there's nights where I can't sleep. There's days and there's nights where I can't think straight. I can't focus. My emotions are all over the place. And I'm triggered by every little thing and every little detail I come across. And I realize a lot of that happens during this time of the year. Around this time, things typically go haywire. My relationships tend to go downhill, which thus they end up ending around the same time. Every one of my relationships ended in the springtime, right before summer. My last relationship ended literally right before summer. And everything else, but most of the time, a lot of the downsides of the relationships start and begin around this time, and they fester for about 5 to 6, 7, 8 months, and then we break up. And I realize there's something about this time of the year that just really makes me feel melancholy. I don't know if it's because I'm a summer baby. I don't know if it's something that, from my childhood that I maybe have repressed. I don't really know. I would have to talk to my therapist about it. Speaking of therapists, I haven't really spoken to my therapist in over a year. Last time I spoke to my therapist was around the time my father had passed. I went to a few sessions just to basically have somebody to talk to because I felt like I had no one to talk to at the time. And it felt good to really have somebody to vent to. That was a neutral party. I said I was going to go back, but at that time I started working and I had other responsibilities. A lot of things are more stable now. There's a lot more stability going on. Even though there's a lot of reasons to feel like my world is ending, I know there's a structure. I know there's a path for me right now. And I'm sticking to it and not allowing myself to self-sabotage in any way. So that's why I haven't picked up any extra bodies. Okay, I picked up a few bodies, but not like nothing too heavy that I couldn't carry. You feel me? And a lot of that, truth be told, has put me in this spot where I do feel a little bit secure. I do feel a little secure. I do. But at times there's moments when I don't feel so secure, when I have moments when I'm triggered and it's like something that I have thought I've gotten rid of or sent way, way back has pushed itself way, way forward. I'll have to get into a lot more of that later on in the episode. I don't want to dog you guys out or down you guys out or make it too dark too early on in the episode. The episode just fucking started. And y'all probably came here to get some shits and giggles. I don't know. I really don't know what the audience here comes from. I don't know if you guys want to just hear me kick the shit or if y'all really want to hear what I have to say about stuff. Who's to say? You get a little bit of both over here. So if you like one thing, you probably like the other. If you don't like one thing, you only like the other. There's something for everybody here. I'm versatile, baby. I'm good for everybody. Okay? I'm good for everybody. As long as you're good for me. That's the part y'all like to neglect.
Life could be worse. No, not really. This is the worst.
This is the worst.
This is the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway.
So, since we're on some deeper shit, when you guys will be hearing this, it will be Suicide Awareness Day. So, this month, I look at it as Suicide Awareness Month, a time to just reflect, because for some reason during this time of the year, like I spoke on a little bit earlier, a lot of people do take their own lives for whatever reasons. I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to call anyone selfish. I've seen it happen. There's so many stories, so many things coming down my timeline. I don't really want to use my platform to talk about those type of things just because it hits a little home for me. And I'll have an episode one day dedicated to that type of stuff when I could really dig into mental health awareness. But it's sad. And it reminds you that you need to love on the people when they're here. And do all you can to be there for them. Show them that they're loved. Show them that they're cared about. Show them that they're important to someone. Sometimes that's all someone needs. And sometimes there's deeper issues. But just try to be there for them, because this time of the year it's a rough time. And life can be tough on a lot of people. Some people would rather just not live than deal, or not live just to avoid feeling. A lot of people just escape feeling. I escape my feelings all the time. Dealing with anxiety and sometimes depression and attacks from the enemy just left and right, where I'm just feeling like I'm not where I'm supposed to be. There's so many times when I'm just like, why do I want to be here? Why do I want to live? And that can be tough to hear for some people, but life really does suck. And when you really think about that, you don't ask to be here. You're here and you try to make the most of it. And you try to do all you can to fulfill your life and live it to the fullest. That is hard as fuck. And every day it's a battle. Every day I battle with this. Every day I fight to keep going. And that's what you have to do. Sometimes you have to do it because of people that you care about and you don't want to hurt them, It can be pressure, and that could be a double-edged sword, but I use that as motivation to keep going. If I didn't have anyone that I felt cared about me enough to want me to be here, sometimes I don't think I would want to be here. But you also have to want to be here for yourself. You have to want to live for yourself. You have to want to create, express yourself, socialize, be a part of life, love, experience love. You have to be open to that because that's what life is about. Wow. Oh my God, we are getting deep today. Okay. I need to take a sip. Oh my God. So I just want to wrap that up by saying if you're having a hard time out there, if you know someone who's having a hard time, if you know what it's like to feel like you want to give up, try to dig down deep and find that one reason why you should keep fighting and hold on to that reason because you are important. You are loved. You are cared about. And you do deserve to be here. And you are enough. Even if no one has ever told you, I'm here to let you know you are good enough. And we love you. Even if I don't know who you are, I got love for everybody. Even for those who wish harm on me, I got love for them. I'm not a hateful person. So, spread the love, y'all. Let's spread some fucking joy. Let's laugh. Let's do something. Let's get into some shit. I had a homie of mine ask me something. Like I was talking to him and I was trying to figure out what's my next topic going to be. And he was just telling me some things he was going through. And we were just talking about some stuff. And he'll probably be somebody I do a guest pod with eventually. Because I do plan on doing that with a lot of people. I have a list of people that I want to do pod episodes with that I want to just talk to and just really feel them out. It's going to be more like you just talking with your homie. It may be a therapy session sometimes, but I really want to dig deep with people. And it's a friend of mine that I'm really cool with. He's really cool. And we connect in a lot of ways. But anyways, he was basically saying, or basically telling me to talk about, struggling with forgiveness. And it's a tough subject because in this day and age and with this generation, everybody's trying to be so hardcore, right? Everybody's so tough. Nobody likes to be vulnerable. No one wants to really talk about the real shit. No one wants to talk about how they feel. No one really wants to talk about where they're hurting at or where they need to heal from or just really sitting in the fact that someone hurt you. In order to forgive someone, you really have to let go of the hurt. And I'm not saying that it won't hurt. I'm not saying the pain will go away. I'm saying let go the attachment to it. Be able to recognize the pain, recognize the wound, look at it, and still be able to keep it moving. Accept what happened. Accept whatever hardship that took place, whatever that person did to hurt you, accept it, acknowledge it, learn from it, grow from it. But you have to move on from it because the longer you hold on to it, the longer you allow that resentment to grow, it eats at you. It brings you down. You become bitter, you become cold, you become jaded. And I'm guilty of that because I don't know if you guys have noticed, I could be a little jaded at times. I'm not as open and as loving and as vulnerable as I once was in my prior years. As I've gotten older, I've gotten colder. As I've gotten older, I've closed up more like a shell and a clam, and I just refuse to allow anyone in. And that's some hurt and pain that I'm still learning to let go. There's people that have hurt me that I've forgiven, but I haven't forgiven the pain. I've forgiven them as an individual in the sense of like I've separated them from the action that they've taken. So now when I see them, I'm not automatically triggered by the pain. But because I have not fully moved on from the pain, I have days when I still hurt. So forgiveness is important because forgiveness is important for you. It's important for your spirit, your soul, your faith. You can't grow if you're still holding on to something that's weighing you down. How can you grow if you're stunning your growth with pain, hurt, trauma, and everything like that? It's not easy. No one said healing was easy. In fact, most people make healing sound as if it's a piece of cake, but it's not. It's very, very, very complicated. It's not a very black and white thing. You can't just say, you know what? I want to be over it. I'm over it. That's a nice way to look at it. It's very naive. It's very delusional. That's not how it is. When you really want to get over something, you have to really address what happened. What about the situation hurt? What did that person do or say to you that hurt you? Once you figure out what that is, figure out why it hurt you. The why is more important than the who. The why is more important than the what. It's the why. Why did it hurt? Because life happens. And who's to say you don't get hurt again in the same way? You have to be able to take that hurt, mold it into something that can really benefit you as a person. Use it to soak in a learning lesson so that way you don't get hurt again. Or that when you do get hurt again, you're able to move on from it easier. That's all life is about. Life is about figuring out how to move and maneuver without harming yourself. And it's a thin line between being cautious and being jaded. It's a thin line between keeping boundaries and holding resentment. There's people that I've went off about, I've crashed out about, I've went off on and everything like that. I'm not angry at them no more. I'm not still holding on to that hate. I don't want them to get hit by a car. If I see them, I'm not gonna punch them in the face. You know what I mean? But I've set boundaries to not allow you to get that chance to hurt me in that way again. If your type of character is the type of character that will clash with my character or hurt me in some way that I'm harmed, yes, I have to move accordingly. And that's the responsible thing to do. The irresponsible thing to do is to hone in on that hate and sit there and let it fester more and more to now whenever you see this person, every time you hear their name, when you see a picture, any memory you have of them, you want to throw a table across the room. That's not reasonable. And that's not managing your emotions effectively. You want to make sure you're utilizing your skills that you've learned from the hurt, from the pain. You learned and you saw what happened, how it felt. Now it's up to you to learn how to address it, accept it, and move forward. It's not always easy. It's easier said than done because, as I said, I'm one person who's not easily capable of that. And I'm learning to forgive little by little. There's some people I'm able to forgive more than others because I had less expectations for them. And for those that for those who may think I haven't, I've forgiven you. What Nikki said, I'm going to forgive, I won't forget, but I'm going to dead the issue. Simple as that. Ain't no issue. Ain't no bad blood. I forgave you. I didn't forget what you did. But I learned why it hurt. And that's something that's deeper within myself that I have to work on. Because the why, it reflects you. Because there's a personal reason why that hurt. Figure that out. Then you can set your boundary. then you can go ahead and be able to say, this is what I stand for and this is what I won't stand for, because you know why it hurts. You know why you don't like it. And if your moral compass says you don't agree with why it was, or you don't agree with that, what they did, you can stand on that. You don't have to hate the person though. So that's where the forgiveness comes into play. And you have to be able to let shit go. Speaking of letting shit go, Young Thug, baby, what the fuck going on over there? Young Thug is having one hell of a run out the jail, ain't he? Baby, when I tell you every jail call that he could have ever had has been leaked. I saw a post on Reddit, or I think it was Twitter. I don't know. I saw some niggas talk about it. Even though I'm gay, I love to frequent the straight world. You know what's going on the other side. It keeps me informed. And I saw somebody say there's 3 types of niggas in jail. A nigga that's going to spend his time building his faith. A nigga that's going to build his time working out, building his physical health. Or a nigga who going to spend his time on the phone. Being that I've dealt with a jail bae, I know that's true. Because there was all the times I would answer the phone and he would be wanting to argue or just be aggravating or just wanted to talk all the time. I will always be like, there ain't nothing else in there for y'all to do. You can't write a poem. You can't read a book. You can't go do a push-up. But you can call me for 15 minutes to vent to me about something. But that's clearly what Thug was doing. And that's how people deal with it. That's how people maneuver through jail. But one thing stood out to me, because all these jail calls, I mean, it ain't none of my business. I don't really give a fuck about him being a snitch. Yeah, he messy. He talk about everybody. Learning lesson for everybody that deal with him. Young Thug is the messy Wendy Williams. I've seen so many memes and shit. It's this one meme I see. I don't know if y'all remember when Wendy Williams used to always start her episodes when she would come out with a photo. Woo, 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 woo. Wendy, all that stuff. She would always like skedaddle to her chair. And I saw a meme that somebody said, this Young Thug, every time it was time for him to make a phone call, and you see him running over to the chair. And what's funny is that's true, because literally he spent his whole bid on the phone. I don't understand how Mariah did it. And when he wasn't talking to Mariah, he was talking to other hoes. When he wasn't talking to other hoes, he was talking to other niggas, complaining about other niggas and other hoes. He spent his whole time on the jail phone. He should have been in the gym, because he looked like a upside down cabinet. Like, he does not look shaped right. So, but needless to say, Thug said some shit that made me say, hold on, I have to address this on the pod. He was going on and on in an interview. Mind you, this wasn't even a jail call. This is an interview he just did with Big Bang recently, right? It just came out. I try to get through some of it. I'm too articulate and I'm too educated to listen to what the fuck he's saying. A lot of shit he's saying ain't making sense. It's not coherent enough. And I don't speak Atlanta. I don't know what the fuck he talking about sometimes. But he said some shit. He was like, when a nigga go rat, or when a nigga turn into a rat, or when he go gay, I can't look at him the same. Like, I have no problem with the LGTV, but I ain't gonna be able to look at you the same. First off, nigga, you're a rat. So let's start there. Second off, you're comparing a rat to being gay. What the fuck is the correlation? Where is the correlation? Where does these two items relate? One of these things is not like the other. Why did you just project gay into this? When you were introduced to me and everybody else, I'm pretty sure, as the nigga that wore a dress, but he had a semi-automatic underneath. Like, you were supposed to be some badass nigga, some hood-ass nigga with an AK that introduced this whole sassy movement that's going on right now. These niggas that's wearing skirts, because of you. You came in the game wearing a dress, wearing a skirt. You did that. Getting your nails painted. You did that. Jeffrey, what are we talking about? Like, you came in the game using the attention of being possibly gay to only turn around and say, oh, when you turn gay, I can't look at you the same. Rat face, was nobody looking at you. You look like Master Splinter on a bad day, and you think we were worried about what you look like or interested in you? That was so weird to me. Like, you got all this shit going on in your interview and somehow gay comes to your mind. I will never understand why gay people be on straight niggas' minds so much. It is the weirdest thing. Y'all are more afraid of us than y'all are of getting y'all own money. Y'all will sit up there, swap hoes with a nigga, run trains with a nigga, be sitting right there, dick to dick, fucking bitches. But the idea of a nigga being gay terrifies you. It's the weirdest thing. Then y'all want us to be y'all stylists. Then y'all want us to be y'all A&R. Then y'all want us to be y'all managers. Then y'all want us to be your PR. Y'all want us to work on your team. Make sure your album look good. Help you look good on the red carpet. Y'all want all that, right? But when we turn gay, y'all look at us differently. Man, fuck you. You sound stupid as fuck. And that's why I couldn't listen to the damn interview. I hadn't even got to that part. I saw that part in the clip. The part I was at in the interview, he was still talking about the fuck. This is what I'm talking about. I don't know what the fuck he was talking about. He was still talking about his ideology, which I don't understand. Like, he's so fixated on Gunna. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Forgiveness. You need to let shit go, bro. Like, that nigga did not want to go down and get life for some shit he had nothing to fucking do with. So yeah, he told him that y'all ass was a gang. Everybody fucking knew y'all was a gang. You ended up pleading guilty anyway. So what's the fucking point, bro? You did a plea deal. You not plead innocent. You plead guilty. So therefore you pled saying that, yes, I am guilty of these things y'all are accusing me of. So who the fuck cares if Gunna confirms some of that information for you? And even the attorneys and people came out and prosecution came out to let you know that his statement did not affect your case. You still got a plea deal. You're not in jail. So if that nigga wanted to get out of jail, live his life correctly, and go forward without any issue with you, that nigga don't talk bad about you. That nigga came out here and got his money. He got to his bag. He started getting his body looking good. He's low-key look cute. I'm trying to remember what he looked like before then because Lord knows I feel like I haven't seen Gunna before. When Fuck You Mean came out, Gunna came out. I mean, with Fuck You Mean, I was like, this nigga look fine as hell. And I'm like, was Gunna always fine? Because I feel like I would have been listening to him before. Come to find out, he was not fine. He was ugly and bad about it. But now he's not no more. Who's to say? But point is, because that's not the point. The point is, that nigga got to his bag when he got out of jail. And he was not finna risk his life for you and what the fuck you had going on. And you hurt, you feel betrayed because he didn't want to do that, because he didn't want to sacrifice his life for the crimes you were committing. Then what kind of real nigga is that? You shouldn't want nobody to go down for you. The fuck is you talking about? Like, I don't get it. And to compare all of that fiasco to a gay nigga, somehow you have put us into it, and then you don't even know what the fuck you talking about. LGTV. What does the V stand for? What the fuck are you talking about? Like, that nigga stupid, bro. Like, I've never sat down and listened to him talk because when he first came out and was rapping and stuff, I didn't really like him like that. I never liked all that. I never understood what he was saying. I didn't like him. He was not one of the people I liked. So it took a while for me to really get into him in certain songs, which I prefer him as a feature. You're not going to catch me listening to a whole Young Thug song. Sorry. I just never got into that mumble shit. I'm not from Atlanta. Once again, I'm a Florida nigga. So I like music a little bit differently. But yeah, nigga, stop worrying about gay niggas. We're not worried about you. You are not our type. The fuck? I'm trying to figure out why Mariah the Science is with you, man. I saw somebody say when he was making a post about her, because apparently he was talking to some hoes about making babies with them about her. I mean, I guess to some other hoe or whatever, and I guess now they having issues. He made a whole apology post or whatever like that, and somebody commented and said, "I'm starting to think Mariah not a real scientist." And I laughed because it was them saying basically like, Mariah can't be smart. She gotta be dumb because she's still with this nigga. The nigga ugly. He look like a fucking walking gremlin after midnight. And I don't understand why he has the audacity to be talking about Glorilla and how she looked. Even though we know he was only doing that to make Mariah feel good, because clearly there was some type of contest going on. Because I done heard that conversation before when a nigga is like, man, I wouldn't mess with that hoe, man. That hoe ugly. That hoe fucked out. That hoe this hoe, that, and hoe. Oh, I don't want that hoe. That hoe be for everybody. But be the main nigga in the girl DM. And then boom, Glorilla come out saying he was in a DM. It is honestly hilarious how niggas operate, how niggas think. And the nigga sitting up here caping for him like, oh, y'all must ain't never sat down and talked about nobody, whatever. Whenever me and my man sat down and he was trash talking a friend, I was that nigga that was like, babe, but you finna go hang with them next week. You fake as fuck for that. I don't do that. I don't talk shit about people that I fuck with. If I fuck with them. Anything I say about them, I say to their face. I'm not sitting on no jail call, sitting there talking about other people's business. Nigga, you on jail. You in jail worried about your freedom in your life, and you worried about everybody else's business. That don't make no sense. And I'm still stuck on why you worried about a gay nigga. Don't nobody want you. Ain't nobody trying to suck your dick. And damn sure ain't trying to fuck you. Ugh. You look like Miss Netta on a diet. Stop talking to me. The fuck? Young Thug is just not for me. I don't give a fuck how much of a thug he is. He not my type of thug. Save it for somebody else. Pass me the hookah and let me throw it at his ugly ass. Now to get into like the main topic of what we're here to talk about today or tonight. Wet dreams. Now, before you ask, what the fuck brought this on, Robbie? Why the fuck are we talking about dreams tonight? Okay, so the reason I want to talk about and want to touch on wet dreams right now, right, is because recently, the other morning, I woke up from a dream. It was a freaky dream, but it wasn't just a regular dream. It was a dream about my ex, right? I'm not going to say which one. Fuck, I'm not saying all that. I'm not giving him that credit, okay? God damn it. But in a dream, we were traveling to Atlanta. We were spending time together. I believe we were back together, or maybe he was still in the relationship that he's in right now. I really don't remember. I don't remember the details, which is why I'm gonna start a diary log to keep track of my dreams, because this is not the first dream like this. Anyways, so in the dream, we were kissing each other back at the hotel room, saying things, talking about how much we loved each other and how much we missed each other and wanted to be back together. Started having sex, and it got very intimate, very physical, and very romantic. He was whispering in my ear like he used to. And the sex was just magical. And I woke up so fucking horny for that nigga. It's weird because he's the only ex I dream about in that way. All of my other exes, I do not dream about. Not in that way. Like, they may appear in my dreams, which is what's been going on recently. Recently, let me move like this. Yeah. So recently, all of my dreams, recently, most of my dreams have been very, how can I put this? They've been very relative to all of my exes. Anyone I've dealt with, anyone I've been involved with, situationships, relationships, everything. They have been in my dreams in some form or another. And this specific ex has been in all of them. All of them. And this particular time, we made love. It was wet. I was calling his name like I remember how I used to. And it just made me start thinking about all the fucking good times we had. Like, we had some moments, boy. Like, oh my God. Ugh. And before I start getting into all that, because I really want to get into all that, let me just, for those who don't know what a wet dream is, which I'm pretty sure everybody has had one. Every wet dream you do not nut in. Sometimes it may get to that point. When I was younger, I used to have wet dreams where I would actually nut and ejaculate in my sleep. But now what happens is I have a sexual or sensual or intimate dream that'll wake me up out my sleep because it's so good. And I'm like, damn, that nigga is not here. That was a dream. Next thing you know, I'm sitting up here waking up hard, horny, wanting to be touched by this person who's not there. Have you ever had a dream about an ex that you don't fuck with? Those be the worst. When you're dreaming about somebody who you have no contact with, you don't even know if they exist, and you dreaming about just bending them over, spreading their cheeks, devouring their whole, or you thinking about grabbing their dick, taking it all in your mouth, or you thinking about the way it felt when it rolled you the last time, or you thinking about the last time you creamed on him. Fuck. Damn. I ain't say that, y'all. I ain't say that. Sometimes I do be want to have sex with an ex. Like, my God, it's so simple. Like, honestly, the last time I had very intimate and passionate sex with someone that I really, really enjoyed was with Jail Bay back in June. That was the best summer. That was some of the best shit I had in a while. And it wasn't because he was the best lover. No. It wasn't because he had the best dick. No. Or the best ass. No. It was because that was the last time I was intimate with someone. I've had sex, but I haven't always been intimate. And I think that's why a lot of my dreams have honed in on people that I've been intimate with. Follow me. I feel like my dreams are telling me that, hey, Robbie, you're craving intimacy on this level. Although there's been people that have tried to give me said intimacy, it's not intimate if we don't connect on that level. There's people that I have been craving. There's this guy that I've been thinking about a lot, that I've been going to sleep touching myself thinking to. Maybe he's the problem. I don't know. Maybe he's the reason why I'm having these dreams. But we've never done anything, and I want to just really get intimate with him. Fuck, I want to make love. Like I told y'all, I give boyfriend dick. So I've been craving all type of love making. I want that passion. I want the kissing. I want the love. But I don't want it from just anybody. I don't want it from a nigga in a relationship. I don't want it from somebody who don't want commitment. I don't want it from somebody that I can't call on in the morning if I'm crying and if I need them. I want an intimate relationship with someone. And I want that sex to reflect that. And I know that's what I'm craving the most of, because with that partner I dreamed about, that is the area we had. Shit. Even after we broke up, a year after we broke up, I gave it to him again. And it was amazing, bro. And when he was fucking me and he said, you gonna start acting right? You ain't gonna be acting crazy no more? Man, next thing you know, I'm saying I love you. And that's why I can't give him none no more. That's why since then we have not had sex, because I don't think I can handle having sex with him. That dream told me just then, Robert, you are not ready. You having wet dreams about somebody. You waking up moaning their name. Nah, that's not good. Speaking of saying names, you know something I like to do? When I'm horny and when I'm having these moments when I'm really distracted by something like that, I like to do voice notes. So you know how you may have friends that like do voice notes and they send you a whole paragraph about a whole bunch of blah, 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 blah. Oh, I was at Walmart and I saw such and such and such, and they do voice notes like that. I'm the type of nigga, if you my nigga and I'm really, really feeling you on that intimate level, because I am verbal, I'm going to talk to you about it. And not just talk to you about it. I'm going to send you a voice note like, babe, I'm laying here right now and I'm thinking about you. Not just thinking about you. I'm thinking about touching on you, feeling on you, and just really allowing you in my presence to fulfill me with your love, fulfill me with your juices. That's what I would do on a voice note. But when I'm really there and we really connected on that level and you know what's up, what I like to do is I like to lube myself up, right? I put my phone right on my stomach. I put the voice note on, whatever. And I start stroking myself, like stroking my meat, just stroking my meat, stroking my meat. loud as possible because it's greasy so you can hear it. I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna let you hear the sound of me stroking it. Sound of me stroking. I used to do that for jailbait all the time. When he had got him a little phone that he stuck into the jail, I used to send him voice notes all the time of me just playing on my dick. I wouldn't say nothing, just be stroking my dick. And then there'd be times where he'll call on the jail phone and I'll be sitting there stroking my dick. He'd be like, babe, why you doing that? Stop. You know I can't do nothing. Like, stop. I'm on the phone with you. I'm in front of people. And that just turned me on. Like, I'm a fucking freak, y'all. With, man, like, I think the reason why when at night I'm so freaky, because I think nighttime is when I'm at my freakiest. Because when I think about all the times that me and my exes have had sex, it was always at night. I would wake them up in the middle of the night, giving them head, giving them a body massage, feeling on their ass, eating their ass if they hygiene the way they supposed to be. And if I'm in love with you, your hygiene better be up. But doing all those things and then waking them up with it, and then we having sex, always 2, 3 in the morning, man, I think that's when I'm at my peak. Because that's when I woke up that morning. I woke up from that dream like 3, 4 in the morning, like, whoa, am I dreaming about him? Him? He got me feeling like this? Fuck. It don't make it no better that he in a relationship now. So even if I wanted to send that text and be like, damn, I need it right now, I can't do that because he got somebody. So, what is a boy to do in this cold, cruel world? Oh, I don't know if y'all heard that, but that's the thunder. Sounds like it's storming outside. I can't wait to finish because then I can roll up and smoke in the rain. And I can come lay down and I can stroke in the rain. These are the type of things I do, especially when I'm stressed. I feel like when I'm stressed, I masturbate more, which is probably why I'm having these more dreams because, like I said, I've been dreaming about my ex, Mr. Johnson. I've been dreaming about Jail Bay. I've dreamed about Shaquille. I've dreamed about Mikey recently. I've dreamed about all of them. I've dreamed about my new boo. I'm not saying no names, but you know who it is. I've been dreaming like not strangers though. See, that's why I know it's not just hormones. It's the intimacy I'm craving. I'm craving something that I haven't had in years. Okay, it ain't been years, but it feels like it, man. It feels like it's been forever, and I want it now more than ever. And dreams is a way to let you know what you're craving. I look at it like this. Because I used to keep a dream journal, like I said. I started keeping a dream journal because I kept having these dreams about certain things that I wanted to figure out. So I started writing them down every day. So I wake up, whatever dream I have, I will write it down as soon as I wake up. And it allowed me to be aware of how I felt, who I felt it for, or what my subconscious was trying to tell me. And that's why I'm able to say, okay, the correlation in all these dreams, it's not that I miss Mr. Johnson. It's not that I miss Jail Bay. It's not that I miss Shaquille. It's not that I miss Mikey. It's not that I miss any of these people. It's the fact that I miss the intimacy that came with that. I haven't been in a relationship in over 3 years. I miss having somebody that I can call mine, that I could lay on their shoulder, lay on their chest, feel safe, go to sleep, and feel protected enough that I don't gotta be intoxicated. I don't gotta be high to give them my body because they have every other ounce of me. They have my spirit. They have my soul. They have my heart. They have my mind. They have complete control of everything and every fiber in me, to the point that sex is nothing to give. And I know I'm craving that intimacy because, baby, I done started doing some things that I said I wasn't going to do no more. But sometimes when I want to cuddle and I ain't got nobody to cuddle with, I cuddle with my sex doll. I can't show y'all that because it's PG-13. But I do got a little doll that I like to, stroke every now and then. And her name Ebony. So I ain't gonna get into all that. Yes, it's a her. Take it for what it is. I wanted to try both hoes. Hey, I'm a virgin when it come to females, so let me play the way I want to play. It ain't hurting nobody. But Ebony, I think she seemed like she had a good time. Robert, shut the fuck up. Point is, it gets to the point sometime when I'm really craving that cuddle and intimacy. I would cuddle with the doll, hold it at night, stroke it until I fall asleep in it. That's my type of stuff. Call me lazy. I love a good side, like side by side, like laying on your side, having sex. The best type of sex for me. It's so intimate to me because we're holding each other. We're, holding each other till we go to sleep. You're sliding in and out of me. Yeah. I don't know what else to say because I think I done said a lot just that statement alone. I really think I said a lot in that statement alone. But, no, for real. I really just long for that feeling and connection with somebody. And I really want to feel that passion again. I've had people that wanted to have that with me, and there was always something else going on and always other issues that would make it hard for me to feel completely vulnerable and completely connected to this person. I have to know that I am your number one, not your number two. And I'd be damned if I'm going to be on the roster of many. I even have, if I have a roster or if I have a group of niggas that I'm talking to, yeah, if there's any point where I start feeling some deep connection to somebody, the rest of you niggas can go jump in the trash can and go get taken out. Like, you can go get dumped in a landfill. I don't really care at that point because I'm in love and invested in this one person. I'm so monogamous. And so when I'm craving this intimacy, I can't just get it from any and everybody like some people. I have to get it from somebody who really, truly means something to me, who makes me feel good, really makes me feel right. Ugh. I've had some. I just started thinking about something. I was thinking about. Y'all ever had that fantasy? This is really random, I think. But y'all ever had that fantasy where you're sleeping and it's just a kink of mine. So let me just preface this by saying I'm an only child. No one's ever touched me. I was never molested, okay? I'm just saying that right now. But have you ever had that fantasy where you're sleeping and say you're at a best friend house, or a homeboy house or something like that, or whatever. You're sleeping, knocked out. And he's touching on you while you sleep. And he starts kissing on you while you sleep, massaging you and pulling your pants down. And you pretend to be asleep. And then you let him get it. I've acted out that fantasy plenty of times. I've pretended to be asleep plenty times. And then be like, hey, bro, come get some while I'm asleep. I'm not going to say I'm not going to tell you to do it. But you going to know. Like, all my exes knew what time it was. When I wanted something, they knew I wanted something. Because I don't say it. I'm not a direct person. My body language is going to let you know. You going to know I want something when you touch it. That's just what I'm going to say about that. And right now, I know it's not me just being horny. I know it's not me just wanting some dick. Not just wanting some ass or head. None of that. I want to kiss. I want to hold you. I want to be held. I want to make love. I crave intimacy right now. I want that erotic, passionate, fiery love making that you could only have in the 90s movies. And I want that now. God damn it. I want to have that moment where we fucking in front of the fireplace and it's just so romantic and so passionate. We're holding each other. We're feeling on each other. We're touching each other, kissing each other. And it's taking us there. And every dream I have about Mr. Johnson, it be just like that. My God, it don't just be a regular wet dream where I'm having sex with a random ass stripper. Why I gotta be somebody that I was in love with? And I know why. Because I crave the feeling of being in love. I crave that connection. I crave that feeling, that intimacy. That is what I'm longing for. And it just so happens this time of the year is the most depressing time of the year. And this is the time of the year where I crave it the most. When I'm in my relationship, this is when I feel the most neglected, not shown enough attention, or when I feel like they don't love me. Because typically, most of the time, it's something else going on. But there's something deeper to that. And when I get with my therapist and figure it out, hopefully they can break it down to me and tell me what the fuck is my problem, because clearly there's an issue. There's a reason why I am sitting here dreaming about men that I have not seen or touched in years. And it's because I'm craving that intimacy. Ugh. I gotta listen to J. Cole's Wet Dreams again, which I love that song, but that's because I love J. Cole. But that whole song is not even about wet dreams, which I don't even know why he named it Wet Dreams. I guess it's more like an idea of like he had never had sex before, so this is what he's dreamed about, and he's finally gonna do it for the first time. It was a whole song about his first time. That's what that wet dream felt like. And when you are intimate with somebody, it always feels like the very first time. It's fucking crazy, bro. Masterful, but crazy. And sometimes I don't even know how I do it, how I maneuver through it. I don't know. It's probably why I don't make collabs that much. I do have some people that's in town that want to do some collabs for some OnlyFans stuff, and I'm considering it. But I know what I crave is intimacy, and that's not going to fill that void. So, truth be told, I don't know if I'm going to do it or not, because it's like, do I really want to? I don't know. Honestly, to wrap most of this shit up, when it comes down to it, let me move this out of the way. When it comes down to holding in how you feel about somebody, whether it's pain you haven't let go, hurt you haven't let go, love you haven't let go, or things you're still holding on to, your dreams are going to bring that shit out. So if you're still mad at somebody, you're still looking for closure from somebody, your dreams are going to bring that out. If you're still sexually craving somebody or intimately craving somebody or just really needing that person or needing that feeling, your dreams are going to bring it out. Sometimes they come in the form of sex. Sometimes it comes in more dramatic, theatrical means where you're falling in a pit of darkness. Or it can just be simple as you walking around Walmart with somebody that you always walk around Walmart with. You may miss their friendship or something. And hell, I spent plenty of time after I was dreaming about him, researching dreams to see if it meant anything. And all I could really get was that I miss the feeling that person gave me. Listen, I'm put it like this. Jerry is a lot of things. But that man loved me. And I loved him. And although we're not together, have not been together for 3 years, have not been physical for 2 years, I can still say that man showed me a feeling of intimacy that if I don't get from somebody, then I don't want to be with that person. If I can't look you in your eyes and want to kiss your lips, if I can't watch you fall asleep and I just want to take you and hold you, if I don't immediately fall asleep when I lay on your chest, I don't want it. And that's just it. Save all the other toxic bullshit. I need that companionship that's so deeply entwined with my spirit that I feel at peace when we're having sex. And not just when we're having sex. Because I'm not a people person anymore. Really not. So I want to be able to, when I'm laying with you, be okay with laying next to you. Breathing your air. Hearing your voice in the morning when I wake up. Kissing your lips before I walk out the door. I want that intimacy. I need that. I think we all as humans need that. We are a very social group of people. We're a social species. And we do crave human interaction. And sometimes day to day we don't really get that deep enough connection because it's so surface level, you know what I mean? And sometimes we don't allow ourselves to be more than that. But I'm here to let people know, especially my boo, I am craving that fucking intimacy. So when I tell you, hey, I want to cuddle, that's me telling you I need that intimacy from you specifically. That's me saying, hey, I wanna match my soul with yours. And I want to feel your body next to mine. I want to feel safe in your arms. And I want you to have every inch, ounce, every special part of my being, every physical touch I want you to have. Okay? I ain't talking about just fucking me. I ain't talking about just opening me up, getting to my second hole. I ain't saying nothing about letting me eat you till the morning come up. I'm talking about you and me holding each other, making love, and both of us knowing we're safe. That's all I'm talking about. That's the intimacy I crave. And until I get that, I'm probably going to keep having wet dreams. And wet dreams. And more wet dreams. Where I'm receiving that. Until I get it full time, I'm not giving up on it. I'm not giving up on love. Love hasn't given up on me. So I can't give up on it. Oh. This was one interesting episode, wasn't it? It got a little deeper than expected, but these are things I had to get off my chest and things I had to say and things I had to address. I know y'all may feel like I always talk about Jerry, or y'all may feel like I always talk about my relationships, but those was important, pivotal times in my life. I don't give a fuck. I'm not ashamed to say I was in love with somebody. I'm not ashamed to say I feel I miss certain things. I'm not ashamed to say that I miss being held by somebody. I miss being loved. I miss being kissed on. I miss that. And I'm ready to get it again. I hope I get it before it's too late. Fuck. Yeah, y'all, I definitely got to smoke after that. That was a bit tough. But, yeah, y'all, that was just another episode. And we talked about wet dreams tonight. I think I'm going to get into some kinks next time, since I was talking about my whole sleeping kink I have that you guys may judge me for or whatever. That doesn't mean everybody that goes to sleep around me, I'm going to touch you. But if you my man or you my nigga and you fall asleep, I'm going to massage your ass. I'm going to suck your dick. Sorry. That's just what's gonna come with the territory. I'm just letting you know that's what comes with being with me. That's the type of stuff I do. I can't help it. I wake up at 3:00 in the morning horny, and the man of my dreams is laying next to me. If you don't think I'm gonna wake him up with some head, you must don't know who you dealing with. And I'll leave it on that note. Yeah, signing out, Robbie K. And on that note, I did enjoy myself talking to you today. I hope you enjoyed yourself. And if you did, come back next Wednesday. Every Wednesday after that. Tune in to what I gotta say. And yeah, just keep linking with Robbie.